Hello and welcome to We Never Met, the podcast where I have an interesting stranger who I've never met before on. Today we have, you can introduce yourself.
Eric Dolister.
And how would you summarize what you do? Just quickly so people kind of have an idea of who you are.
I'd like to, say that I'm a new wedding filmmaker.
Okay.
I just started doing weddings last year.
Yeah.
And take some photos on the side. I like music, photos, video, all that kind of jazz.
You do everything pretty much.
Pretty much
everything creatively.
The go-to fun things to do. Yeah.
So I guess to start off even, because I did see you played in a band, or are you still in a band now? Or
no, I was in a band called These Fitting Visions.
Okay.
They're in Milwaukee.
Sure.
And I played bass and backup sang in it.
Okay.
I'm not in it anymore. Just because I decided to continue going through doing film all the video stuff and
like
photos. Yeah.
Yeah. What did you like specifically about doing music though? Do you still play on the side? Do you still?
I kind of wish I wish I had the time to right now.
Yeah.
But I just don't. I know that's an excuse that a lot of people give.
Yeah.
But
it's true though. If you
I feel like you really got to triple down on what it is that you want to do. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's a lot of Swiss Army knives out there that try to do everything, and that's cool. That's for some people.
Yeah.
But I just find that I really needed to really harness in what it was that I wanted to do.
Yeah. So you kind of stopped doing that a little bit. But do you feel like any of those skills transfer to what you're doing more now, which is film and photography and things like that?
Yeah, totally, absolutely. Probably the longest part about me editing things is just picking the music and making sure that it flows this way and cutting it here to make sure I spend way too much time doing that. And I have playlists and playlists of all these different kinds of music for vlogs, weddings, anything. And all my edits are completely just focused around music. They're all built around how the music is. I have to put the score first. The music down, and then all my the sound effects come after but you know what I mean. Music drives edits for me 90% of the time.
Yeah, and that's kind of I noticed about your videos. You pick very cinematic and good music. It really gives you the feels. And then talking about that video that you posted about your mom. That video made me cry. I don't even know you. But it was so touching and stuff, and we can kind of get into that. And is that how you started creating video and film?
Yeah. Well, first off, I want to say thank you, and I'm sorry because I don't really know how to respond, because everybody was responding the same way. I was I don't know how to respond, but
it was really great.
And thank you. But that was a video that I felt like I had to do.
Yeah.
No, she recorded me ever since I was born. So her grandma gave her and her sister a camcorder because her aunt had a kid 3 months after me. So hey, film your kids, send us videos of them. So she recorded me all the time, and I just really, growing up, I always loved that process. I always loved being around the camera.
Sure.
I always wanted one myself.
Yeah.
And she would record, she was vlogging 20 years before.
Oh, really?
Vlogging was the thing. Yeah. So it wasn't just Christmas concerts or birthday parties or anything. It was just a day in the life,
a Tuesday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the kid and the dog playing in the snow for the first time, stuff like that. So I just really enjoyed just those things.
Sure.
So I eventually saved up for my first camcorder when I was, I think, 10 or 12 or something like that, around there.
Yeah.
And it was this huge JVC. The only reason I got it was because it had a flip out screen. This is one of the first flip out screens on a camcorder.
Yeah.
And the screen was 2 inches. You know what I mean? It was just so bad.
Yeah.
But I just started doing videos that way and got all the, from time to time, there's a cringy video, you don't notice until a couple months later, and you're like,
Yeah.
But I definitely got the majority of them out of the way super early on that.
That's what I really loved about my parents, too, because they were in a similar thing where they filmed everything. And now being able to go back and look at all that stuff that they filmed is gold, being able to just watch yourself as a kid, on a Thursday when you were home from school or something. You know what I mean? Like
you see the similarities still. Like you make the same facial expressions. It's just like, oh
yeah, exactly. So that's how you got into it. And then when did you start getting more serious about doing it as like a career and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's that's kind of a good question, because for a long time I was just like carrying on the tradition.
Sure.
You know, and I just really enjoyed doing that, because even looking back on things 2 years, you know, later was already like, wow, you know, I mean, well, I mean, I'm in my 20s, so it's, you know, those are like the years that just things change a lot.
It's rapid fire. Yeah. You change a lot. Yeah.
So I guess it was, I mean, only about a year ago.
Okay.
I got my first DSLR late 2017, I think, or early 2017, but I didn't learn like shutter speeds, apertures, any of that. I didn't learn any of it. I didn't even know how to use it until about probably halfway through. Okay. So, and then I had to like try to develop my own craft and, you know, style and stuff like that. So, I mean, honestly, I'd probably say the first wedding film was when it started to go serious. And that was not even a year ago. Yeah. That was last May. So
is that crazy to you that it's like ramped up that quickly?
It seems like a really long time already, but at the same time, it's no time. Yeah. When we're talking about weddings and, you know, the things that can just evolve from that, it's no time at all.
Do you like doing like wedding videography?
Definitely. Honestly, when if you would have asked me way back when I was doing my own home videos and stuff, weddings would have been one of the top 3 things that I would have wanted to do. Would have been
it sounds like it's stressful. At least for me, it would be, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it can be. It's stressful planning everything until you get there, and like the ride there is like super stressful.
Yeah.
But then once it starts going, you're just going. Yeah, you know, that's one of the things that I really enjoyed about music and with both music and doing video and separately. But was just, I don't know. Do you ever do something where while you're doing it, whether if it's like cooking or, you know, anything, do you just like focus in, you know, like you don't have any other thoughts going on in your head? It's kind of how it is for me. Like I'm just in the zone the whole day, you know.
You're not like thinking about other things that could be stressing you out in the external world. It's like, it's like a Zen experience where you're just going, and I know exactly what you mean. But like, so you started out, how'd you start out doing video before you got to the wedding point? Because you were doing something different, right? Before the wedding videography and things like that.
Yeah, I was doing Instagram. Well, I was doing vlogs on Instagram stories.
How did that work? Yeah.
Pretty extensive, super signature kind of thing. Yeah. Honestly, because I was learning how to do everything. So I was watching like YouTube tutorials. I was spending like at least 2 hours a day, at least. Like it was bare minimum 2 hours, maybe 4-6 hours a day. Yeah. Just going through all the YouTube videos that I could.
Yeah.
And I stumbled across one that was about this guy doing Instagram stories and how powerful and effective it was because it was so different and so unique. Yeah. And I remember watching and I was like, yeah, right. Get real. Like nobody has time. What? Nobody's going to care. And it disappears after 24 hours. Exactly. You know what I mean? Gone. Like I got it. I definitely did. But then it just like sat with me, you know, again, those thoughts in your head all day, and it would eat at me like every single day. And I'm like, you know, that is just a really different kind of thing. Cause I just started taking photos on Instagram at the time too.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was trying to, you know, more or less build an audience because I always did want to take this seriously. I always, you know, did want to do this as a profession, even if it's just like a secondary job kind of thing. I'm totally fine with that. Yeah. Because honestly, just running the whole business side of things really kind of scares me because I don't know anything about that.
I don't know anything about it either.
So with Instagram stories, I said, okay, let's just. It started off where I was like, let's just see how I could tell one story of the day or summarize the whole day in just 15 seconds or less.
Wow.
You know, I was like, that sounds really cool, you know, because I don't have to commit, you know, it's not super long, it's not complicated or anything like that. Let's just do that. Yeah. So I tried doing that and that only lasted for like 4 or 5 days because I had vlogged for so long that it just started coming out naturally like that. But I was having to speed them up, you know, I was having to do them and like, they couldn't be over 2 minutes long. Yeah. So that kind of developed its own style too. I mean, it was a work in progress. I feel like it got better and better, every day. But the main reason that I wanted to do it was, again, like I just started, learning how to use the DSLR. So I was trying to just really like reinforce everything about it. So I didn't have to think about, what should I use here, kind of things. I wanted to get better at editing. Like I wanted to create that workflow, organization, super speed up and everything. And I accomplished like all those things by doing it.
Yeah.
But as far as like me, like why did I decide to do it? I just thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I thought, that would be like a really unique kind of thing to do. I was doing a photo and a vlog every single day for like 7 months.
Jeez, that's a lot of work.
It was a lot of work, but I also I wasn't really getting any, or at the time I wasn't getting that many jobs, for like other people or stuff. So like that was just my hobby. That was just what I was doing all day after work.
What were you doing for work at that point?
I was a delivery driver for Jimmy John's.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and I was right around here. I was right down, like in Bayview area.
Okay.
Third Ward.
Yeah.
So a lot of my photos, my early photos were in the Third Ward because I would always just see things while I was driving around.
Yeah.
That's another reason I chose street too, just because I saw so many things happening that I just wanted to do street photos. But
yeah, that's a good segue into like what would you consider, because all your photos they're amazing. I think they're really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, but they all have a very, it's like a similar style.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like? How do you develop that? Because I think with me personally, that's the one thing that a lot of my stuff lacks is like photography wise. There's not like a similar aesthetic. It's kind of all over the place, Yeah. So like, how did you come to that place?
Well, it's, again, looking up all those YouTube tutorials and stuff. I mean, I'm pretty much, obviously, if you couldn't tell by at this point, I'm definitely self-taught, and YouTube taught. But so they definitely cram certain methods and things down your throat.
Yeah.
With that, one of them being, you need to pick a niche. You need to get a certain style. Yeah. Everything needs to look the same, which is just true, because I didn't even notice until they mentioned that. I looked through and I was like, wow, all these accounts that I did follow were like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the beginning, I tried to, have every edit look the exact same.
Okay.
And that wasn't necessarily the best thing for each photo.
Yeah.
And I kind of knew that.
Yeah.
And that was kind of bothering me. So then after I took that, I didn't even get to the break part, but after I took this break from the stories, I was having this kind of frustration, this kind of creative block with photos, at least. And I think it was because I was having to edit everything the exact same.
Okay.
So my compromise was, because I knew how important it was to keep things very similar, because I didn't have a website or anything like that at the time, was I decided to just do seasonal things. Okay. So like I would pick a certain style for each season. Yeah. And have that kind of shine with whatever Milwaukee looked like, that time of year. Yeah. So and that's kind of tough still, because trying to, like, when you're trying to transition from, say, like fall into winter. Yeah. Especially the way Wisconsin works, it's almost impossible. Like I'll just stop posting for like 2 or 3 weeks. Like, come on, give me something. Like I need to figure out what's going to happen the rest of winter, Yeah.
Because it's so crazy, like fluctuating, you just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. So it's a great thing, but it's also super frustrating. I think it's kind of the same way, if you did take every single photo individually and edit it the way that you felt like it should be edited. Yeah. But then nothing looks, but then nothing, you can't put like these 3 photos like together because they'll all look totally different. Yeah. So it's, it's whichever side you want to pick,
So are you completely self-taught throughout like photography and film, or did you go to school for that or anything? Or
I tried to go to school for TV and production at METC, and I had like, I think 3 classes left of my prereqs, and long story short, it didn't work out.
I mean, I felt like I went to school and like for video and did all that stuff, but I felt like I didn't really learn as much as the degree was worth. Like it would have been better if I just went out and just like did it. Cause the first job I had out of college, it was way more of a learning experience than like actually going to school. Like I don't use any of the editing software we used. I don't like the cameras, you know what I mean? It's all like irrelevant at this point.
I think that's my that's the thing I get to take away from not finishing school is I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because I still had that strive to like make up for me not going to school.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
And I feel like, like you said, with the problems with school is I feel like you probably don't get the hands-on experience. I mean, sure you do, but it's probably not the type of experience that you're looking for, or that you want to get. Yeah. You know, and then you're strapped on with all the schoolwork. So, you know, I mean, I can't say because I didn't, you know, graduate, but I've definitely.
But you still went though.
Yeah,
you still know what that's about. But no, it is like that because we use Avid, which is like not even a relevant software unless you work in the news, you know. Okay. And the cameras were kind of out of date, and I was just like, well, I should have just done this and not, or like gone to a cheaper school or something, you know. Like it was really expensive. So like, how did that, was it frustrating for you to try to do that, or were you just so into it that you were like, oh yeah, this is fun?
There were definitely things that were frustrating, like when something just wouldn't make sense.
You're like, why is this happening?
Or like I would try to do an effect, I'm like, why is this not working?
Yeah.
But for the most part, you know, I was just really excited that, you know, because I had a Nikon D3300. That's like an entry level thing. Yeah. It doesn't even really do video. You know, like to put it simply, none of your exposure settings really matters because it's going to auto expose anyways. Oh. Like if you put the camera like in like put it down on the couch and then like whipped it up to like see the kitchen, it would do like this bright flash and it would like expose
trying
for
to
it.
Adjust it, yeah.
So there was no creative control with that. Okay. So that was kind of frustrating.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was still so excited to just be learning everything.
Yeah.
I know that kind of sounds cliche, but
yeah.
I mean, I don't think you could daily vlog for 7 months straight and post photos and stuff every single day as well without really enjoying like what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, but that's not to say that people that don't daily vlog or post daily video or daily photos don't enjoy what they're doing either.
But I mean, you can tell just based on like what you're posting and stuff, like you just genuinely enjoy to do it. Yeah. Like what was your like first video that do you remember like the first actual like start to finish video that you did? Like, do you remember what it was?
Like how back are we talking?
As far back as you can think.
God.
Like, were you a kid with that camera?
Yeah, it was like the VHS kind of stuff. Yeah. You know, so I would have to record everything perfectly in like that little mini VHS tape, you know, in the camcorder. And then you'd have to take, you know, all those 3 colored cords and, you know, record it onto your VHS and VCR. And
what kind of videos were you filming back then? Were it just like silly, like,
really silly. I was like 10, 11 years old, you know, just messing around with, you know, you have like those pre-built effects like blue tint and digital and, you know, wide stretch and stuff. So you just be like making videos just based around that.
Yeah. Because my friend, when I was growing up, he had a VHS camcorder and we used to do like sketches and stuff on it. Yep. Like really bad ones. And I really want to get that footage and like see what it was like. Like we made like a Blair Witch Project video. Ooh. And I've never even seen the Blair Witch Project, so I don't know how accurate it was, but like it was just fun, and I think that that's why I got into video too, is because like at the very beginning, it was like something that I just really enjoyed. It didn't matter if I got paid for it; it didn't matter if anyone saw it. Like it was just a fun experience, and I just really liked it. Did you have like a similar experience as a kid?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, because I thought for a really long time that music was the passion. Okay. You know, and I mean, I find myself blessed to enjoy 2 hobbies so much. Yeah. You know, but there's always been something for some reason that I don't know and can't describe. Yeah. That pulls me back to video, and I'm that much more obsessed with you know doing video and stuff.
I think, you know, to be honest, like I'm so impressed that you have only been doing this for the amount of time you say, like on that level, because it's like the quality of your content is so extremely good.
Yeah, thank you.
Like even like I was looking at your Facebook and you made that like kind of joke rap video.
Oh my God,
about PewDiePie and YouTube, and even that was like, wow, this is like really well done. Like, and it wasn't even like a serious thing. Yeah, you know. Yeah, and I think that's how you can tell when people really love what they do is like, they go on little offshoots and like even like little like fun projects are like still cool. You know. Like, first of all, where did that come from? Like, where did that video idea?
I mean, if you're not familiar with YouTube, PewDiePie is the king.
Yep.
And I watched him back, on his rise, just like I feel like a lot of people were, because I feel like he was the original, gamer. He was the one to kind of make it popular. Yeah. So I was watching him for a bit. I kind of fell off because I kind of just wasn't really watching YouTube in general that much at the time. And I resubscribed once he just started doing memes all the time, like every day. I was like, oh man, I got to get on this. But it's just the whole war. Like I really stand behind it because I think it's for the sake of YouTube. Like I had to do my part.
It's becoming more and more corporate, essentially. YouTube and I feel like too, because I mean, the amount of channels that I have started and then deleted on YouTube is insane.
Sure.
But I've been doing that stuff since like 2009 or something, and it was the landscape was so different than it is now. It's a lot more catered to businesses. Yeah, which is
that's the scary thing is, and that's why everybody's made such a big deal about PewDiePie versus T-Series. It's just because we know that it's becoming that. I mean, YouTube Rewind last year was the most disliked video because of that exact reason. Yeah. So and everybody in YouTube got together. People like went and undisliked Justin Bieber's music video. That was the most disliked one, just to make YouTube Rewind 2018 the most disliked video. Just to prove that point. So that's kind of the other thing with that's the main thing I think with the war too, is that everybody's trying to make that point. If we got him to 100 million first, because there's no way that he's gonna continuously outlive them. But YouTube's gonna be forced to recognize him despite mistakes that any human just does. So
I think
it's important.
I think
that's why I did it.
And it is too, like, for people who don't know, is a T-Series at the other channel, right? It's like it's an Indian company, right? Like I'm
not quite sure exactly what they do, but I know that
they make music videos and stuff.
But they've been around for years and years and years before they decided to get a YouTube channel.
And how do they get so many subscribers so quickly? Just the content that they're putting out is like stuff that.
Well, they post like so many videos a day. It's like at least 6 videos a day. I know it's at least 6. But it's because there's like over 1 billion people in India. So
there's a lot.
And there's
of
not that,
that
and India's not like really a huge YouTube.
Sure.
So like that's like the main community channel for them. And it's hard to compete with that.
I mean, but where did the idea for that? You're like, where did the idea for a rap come from that? You're like, this is, you know what I mean? Like, where did that come from? I mean, for that video.
Well, did you see the diss that he did?
No.
Because that's an actual song.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, PewDiePie actually did that. I just covered it.
Oh,
and I just sang it and added autotune because I can't rap. I cannot rap. Don't even, no.
Yeah.
But, so I just covered it.
Oh, so that's a real song.
To it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he did that. And then a couple, once the sub gap started getting lower, I was like, I gotta step up.
Do you know where it is at now? Like, do you know if they've eclipsed him, or is he still ahead?
T-Series passed for, it was like, I think 10 minutes max.
Okay.
One, like super late one night, like maybe last week or so. And then Elon Musk, like, was on one of his videos and it just shot up.
Yeah.
It just shot right back up. Yeah.
Oh, what was he doing on one of his videos?
He was reviewing memes.
Oh, really?
That's it. Yeah.
Elon Musk is everywhere.
Right. Yeah. He's huge right now.
Yeah.
He spent like 5 minutes just laughing at a deer.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God.